He was a great kid. He was a good boy growing up. He was a great kid. He loved the military, always loved whatever branch. He would see somebody in the grocery store and he'd go up and he'd shake their hand, and he loved being a Marine.
Was
He
that
loved
something
what-
he'd wanted to be for a long time?
For as long as I can remember, he wanted to be a Marine.
And I mean, I heard you were actually watching television news coverage of the situation in Chattanooga. Were you immediately worried that Skip might be involved?
You know, I have to say no. I was not worried. I just thought, no, he's fine. He's going to text me when he's done. He had texted me and told me what was happening. And I figured he'd call me and when it was over and it was secure, and because I know that they do have protocol that they have to follow, and I figured when he was done, he would call.
And when was it that a team actually showed up to your house?
Probably about 5 o'clock. I had a friend over that asked if they could come and sit with me, and at first I was like, no, I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm just waiting. And she said, no, can I come over now? And she sat in one chair and looked out the door and saw the car and told me not to get up. And then she said, when they came up to the door, I heard her say, you've got the wrong house. No, you've got the wrong house. And that's when I got up, and I'm just so thankful that she was there because she held me up. It's not something you want to see.
Yeah. I know there's a memorial set up for Skip at his former high school in Georgia, and you visited that memorial. I mean, I can't imagine what that was like.
That was tough. That was tough. His ROTC friends at the school set it up, and they came by the house when they were done, and they loved him. I mean, Skip was friends with everybody. It didn't matter if you were the lone sheep in the group. Skip was going to be your friend. He was going to take you under his wing, and he was going to protect you. He was going to make sure that everybody got out before him. That's always how he's been.
You know, when you and I spoke earlier today on the phone, you told me a story, and if you don't mind repeating it, you used to go to Disneyland a lot, Disney World.
Yeah. When he first turned 3, I started taking him to Disney World.
3 years old, wow.
He was 3.
And that became a tradition.
Every year until he graduated high school, we went to Disney World every summer. And this past just last week, he took me.
He took you?
He took me. And he picked the hotel, he bought the tickets, he did everything. And it was, as a matter of fact, the first day that we got there, he was honored as the service member of the day at Magic Kingdom, where he got to do the flag retreat. He was over the top thrilled.
And that was just last week?
It was just last week. Wow. And he was he kept saying, he says, this is the best trip ever. Wow. This is the best one ever. That's all he kept saying.